half. It's Chicago up by 5. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. The Bulls leading by 5. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for Chicago right now, Green is out there with Holmes. Then it's Curry. And it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. That one goes in. 9 points for Jeff Green. Here's Joseph. Anthony on the wing. Outside jumper. And it's in there. Shumpert's got 5.
How about the quickness of Shumpert? Excellent at taking it right to the rack.
Curry kicks to Green. And the 3 off target.
Well, it's like the defense has a bunch of matchbooks in their hands right now, playing with fire. They were fortunate that somehow he misfired on that one.
Joseph, the pass to Henson. Inside from 12 feet out. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Curry against Shumpert. It's Curry with the drive.
Taj Gibson doing a good job of just getting the hands up, and then the instincts come into play with the block.
Out to Anthony. The 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And they've only connected on 1 of 4 to start the half. Their offense is sputtering just a little bit here. You cannot give players that kind of positioning, and the defense also late in trying to alter that shot.
Joseph dishes to Shumpert. It's stolen by Green. Here's Forbes. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Hawks trail by 7. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Anthony down low. He's against Green. Right block shot. Anthony missing again.
It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often, but the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it. Let it come back to you.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's the screen. Clock at 4. Here's Curry. Anthony with the block.
How about Melo rising up quick to that one there? Nice shot block.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
And Joseph kicks to Anthony. Henson a screen on Green. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Got to stay in front of Carmelo Anthony when he's driving hard like that. The defense is finding itself in a very tough spot. That's how he got that call.
For the Hawks, Al Jefferson is checked in for Henson. Reddick comes in for Shumpert. And Brogdon subbed in for Corey Joseph. Curry passes to Forbes. Back to Curry. Green, the screen. Another miss by Curry.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
And last year, the Bulls, Greg, just didn't threaten anyone from outside.
I think a big problem has just been personnel. You know, some of the guys they brought in as shooters just really haven't panned out, and that lack of shooting from deep is why this offense can grow stagnant at times.
The Hawks have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season. And guys, this is becoming the story of the second half. Missed free throws. You can't come back in a game if you can't make your foul shot.
He gives them a double-digit lead. Forbes has got 6.
Just like to see the defense get more aggressive. They are asking for trouble as they're giving up open looks to this point.
Here's Brogdon. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. 12 points for him. Chicago leading by 9. Pass to Patton. Back to Curry. He kicks it to Green. Holmes, that's a screen. Green passes to Holmes. Anthony with the block. Green, no luck.
Yeah, just misjudged the layup. Defense has to be better. Very fortunate there.
Now Brogdon. 12 points for him. Anthony down low. Guarded by Green. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And beyond his ability to shine on the basketball floor, you have to commend Carmelo Anthony's effort, Greg, to get NBA players and other athletes more involved in making the world a better place.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of work to be done, but guys like Melo see what is beyond the world of basketball. He's spoken out as well as done the legwork of being active in his communities, and a lot of charity work for Melo. It's just nice to see the maturation process play out.
Out of bounds, Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession. Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And sometimes you just want a reminder of what our objectives are tonight.
Yeah, get everyone on the same page and point it in the right direction. Gone from the Hawks are all the starters of that team that just a couple years ago won 60 games. So you have to believe if this is the time for that organization to embrace a rebuild.
So for the Hawks, Jerebko's checked in for Gibson. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Amon Shumpert in for J.J. Redick. On its way from Curry for 2. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Hawks last season, a 5th seed, Brent, in the Eastern Conference, ousted in the first round.
Well, they have some aging veterans. They had some regressions in the wins column. They traded away a lot of the guys that were part of that 60-win team. So it's a young team that's starting to reset, rebuild, and retool.
They double-team Curry. Passes to Green. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
Not a fan of those kinds of passes.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Here's Brogdon. 12 points for him. Pass to Jerebko. Curry against Brogdon. Lays it up and banks it in. Brogdon's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Holmes, that's a screen. And there's the feed to Reed. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Back to Reed. And not sure what he was thinking there. Now here's Brogdon. He's got 14. Shumpert dishes to Jefferson. Now the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Shot clock at 5. From the high post. A rebound by Rab.
Yeah, the defense cannot afford to be that lazy. You got to be up on the shooters at all times, especially at the mid-range.
Holmes, that's a screen. Reed kicks to Holmes. No good that time. So the Hawks will take it the other way.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
On the wing, Shumpert. Over Reed. They get it back. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. And here's Brogdon from the arc. No good, but he's still shooting 75%. 6 of 8 from the floor. The Bulls leading by 8. Reed with it. 5 points in the game. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And where's the fight defensively? I mean, you know you need stops to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, down by double digits, failing to shut down the lane. It has been a rough night.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Henson's checked in for Jefferson. Anthony comes in for Urebko. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. And Shumpert kicks to Henson. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. And the 3-ball is good.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
They set the pick. Curry passes to Green. Back to Curry. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. But they recover it. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Brett, you were known for your leaping ability. You won a dunk contest. We all remember it very vividly. During the pre-draft process, did they measure your max vertical?
They did, Kevin. At the Chicago pre-draft camp, you run through a series of tests there. Your conditioning, how your CO2 gets kicked out. They put this mask on you and check your stamina. There's a bunch of doctors in there poking and prodding. I won't go into detail about that.
Thank you.
But they did measure the max vertical during that Chicago pre-draft, and it was about 39-inch vertical leap, so not too bad.
Not too bad at all. Chicago making some changes. Swanigan, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Harkless comes in for Jeff Green. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Steph Curry. Atlanta also making some changes here. Jefferson comes in for John Henson. And Ian Clark subbed in for Iman Shumpert. Swanigan no good. The Hawks trail by 8. Screen by Jefferson. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Pushing it up. Here's Napier. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there. Reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
Outside Jack. Feeds it to Jefferson. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. Chicago the foul. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And he makes both free throws. And the Hawks known for their equal opportunity drive and kick offensive style. But Craig, their three-point shooting percentage has cratered the last few seasons.
Yeah, and the way the league is going, that's something they'll have to fix. The free throw line, also an issue for this group. It's clear they're in search of more shooting.
There's a good screen. Outside Anthony. They get a hand on it. And they're on the break. Napier dishes to Reed. Rab the pass to Napier. Five to shoot. From the top of the key. And he hits the jump shot. Napier's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bulls.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Now the dish to Anthony. Here's the three. Atlanta gets it back in a new 24. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
The Bulls leading by 8. Harkless on the wing. Bank shot, no good.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
Yeah, I hope it hasn't gone to his head. He may be trying too hard at this point.
Right side Jefferson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Hawks have made 9 free throws in the game, 14 attempts. That free throw good from Al Jefferson. And both free throws good for Jefferson. And for the Bulls, they're shooting about 42% so far. Over to the wing. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
Yeah, that's just not a good pass. I don't know what he's thinking there. A poor decision.
The Hawks trail by 6. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Jack kicks to Clark. Looking for Jefferson. He gets it there. They set the pick. Anthony on the wing. He's got 17. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Here's Napier. And Jefferson sends it back. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing up. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. The Hawks trail by 6. And so in the game for the Hawks, they've got Anthony. Ian Clark out there with Jarrett Jack. Then there's Al Jefferson. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3. And there's the foul. It'll go on Shabazz Napier. That's foul number 2 for him. Jefferson setting the pick for Jack. They set the screen. 4 on the clock. Tries again. Outside for Redick. He feeds it to Anthony. Harkless with the steal. Napier passes to Rab. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Harkless kicks to Reed. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Atlanta making a switch here. Joseph's checked in. The Hawks trail by 6. Outside, Redick. Back to Joseph. Right side, Redick. Launches it. Drains it from beyond the arc. Redick's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Atlanta.
And J.J. Redick is so used to aggressive defense because they don't want to give him an inch to shoot.
Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Atlanta. And here are the Bulls now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Reed kicks to Napier. Beasley with the rebound.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
Kicks it to Carmelo. Five on the clock. Poked away. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beasley. Jerebko's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. The Bulls leading by 3. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Rab. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
There's the screen. Joseph. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
First free throw is good. And Joseph drops them both. And Chicago shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Now the pass to Rab. Here's Swanigan, defended by Jefferson. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Dishes it to Jerebko. Redick is in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. He kicks it to Jerebko. To the inside. Here's Napier. He's covered by Joseph. And it's Napier missing. And here is Joseph. Screened by Jefferson. And the wide open shot from Redick. And it's all evened up. Redick's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Hawks. Here's Napier. Here's Rab. It's deflected. They get it back. Swanigan. The second chance points on the tip in. And the Bulls lead by 2.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And it's Joseph in the corner. A beautiful reverse layup. Joseph's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Pass to Swanigan. Over Jerebko. Rebound by the Hawks. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's Joseph. Shot clock at 6. To take the lead. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Well, no matter how hard it's been, you want to stay positive, stay focused, and maybe a couple shots will get you right back in it.
for the Hawks. Henson checked in for Jefferson. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Michael Beasley. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Corey Joseph. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. Fred Hoiberg was talking with his team during the break. He told them that for now, they have to back off of the three-point line. He said, we don't have to just shoot threes. Let's get the ball in tight for some high-percentage looks inside the paint. Back to you guys.
Last season, Malcolm Brogdon, one of the bigger surprises out of the